sprint qualifying time, slightly shorter than the normal Grand Prix qualifying, but today will determine who starts on pole for the sprint to come.
Okay, give me a quick...
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Exactly. He's worried about all these people and... You don't know that.
Radio.
Well, how do you know they haven't seen each other? Yeah, the dude could be his neighbor. And why are you worried about Khadijah? Huh. And there's times where you tell me, hey, I just get worried about nobody else and myself. Ah. You ain't married that quick. I need to put this on record.
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Okay. Good luck. Oh. Yeah, you can. I never said you couldn't take it down.
And
You
that's
can
it for sprint
deactivate it.
qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
I'm not worried about them. Or she just change your game tag. Main irons in the relay then.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
The first trade deadline deal for the St. Louis Cardinals is in the books. Chaim Bloom has down starter Dustin May and reliever Jojo Romero to the Milwaukee Brewers. Hey, it's JD from Locked On Cardinals, that's right. An in-division trade. You don't see that very often, but it happened. In return for May and Romero, Chaim Bloom acquired 2 outfield prospects, and both are ranked inside the Brewers' top 15. According to MLB Pipeline, Alexander Frias was number 11, and Josiah Ragsdale was number 13. Frias, 6'2", left-handed hitter, got pop, just 18 years old. He was an international signing last year, and in his first year of pro ball, is batting a combined, ready for this, .342, with 8 home runs and 62 RBIs, plus 19 stolen bases in 60 games at rookie and A-ball levels. Ragsdale, 42 years old, 7th round pick last year, and combined at A and AA.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have
Red Bull.
Leclerc, Alonso, George Russell and Albon, Norris, Ocon, Bortoletto and Isaac Hadjar, Behrman, Gasly, Sergio Perez and Lawson, Pepe Marti, Bottas, Oscar Piastri and Arvid Lindblad, Stroll, Martins, Crawford, Dunn, Colapinto and Amory Cordial rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I love being here at Silverstone. I know you do too, mainly because we get to sleep in our own houses for a week. But what do the drivers enjoy most about this track?
Well, Silverstone's such a challenging circuit, Crofty, more so for the car than the driver, because these high-speed corners at Silverstone really test this modern-day F1 machinery to its maximum. We don't get that many times throughout the calendar. I can only think of Suzuka and Spa, maybe Qatar as well, with that high-energy cornering that you get here at Silverstone. So the drivers love throwing the car around through corners like Copse, Maggots and Beckett's, for example, and it's really influential for your lap time as well.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.